Welcome everyone. Today's video is not just a list of tips. This is a full transformation plan for your fluency in 2026. It doesn't matter if you feel shy. It doesn't matter if you've failed before. It doesn't matter if you don't have someone to speak English with. If you follow these steps the way I'm about to explain, slowly, consistently, and with heart, you will speak English fluently in 2026. This is not a shortcut. This is a full system for your brain, your mouth, your confidence, and your daily routine. Because learning English is not just about speaking. It's about building a new version of yourself. Someone who can communicate with the world. So whether you're a beginner who understands English but can't speak, a student who freezes when it's time to talk, or a dreamer who wants to work, live, or study in an English-speaking country, this video will give you everything you need to finally speak fluent English in 2026. And one more thing. This video will not only change your English. It will change your mindset, your habits, your daily life, and most importantly, your self-belief. Because when you learn to speak a new language, you also learn to become a new person. Before we begin, subscribe to the channel. Every video here is designed to help you improve your English clearly and confidently. Now let's begin. Step 1. Fix the root problem. The problem is not your English. The problem is your environment. Most people fail to speak English not because their brain is weak, but because their environment is wrong. That is the root problem, and that's where we must begin. Imagine this. You want to grow a plant, but the soil is dry. There is no sunlight and no water. Can the plant grow? No. The same is true for your English. You want to grow your fluency, but your daily environment is full of your native language. You are surrounded by people who never speak English, and your habits avoid speaking completely. So let me ask you, are you reading in your native language all day? Are you thinking in your native language while trying to speak English? Are you waiting for English class instead of creating your own practice space? If yes, that's why your fluency is stuck. You are trying to grow in the wrong soil. The solution is simple but powerful. Change your English environment. Fluency does not begin with grammar. Fluency begins with your surroundings. Set your phone to English. Every time you unlock it, you see English, read English, and think in English. This trains your brain without extra effort. Use English while brushing your teeth, walking, or cooking. You don't need more time. Just use normal time in an English way. Say your thoughts out loud in English. I'm brushing my teeth. I feel sleepy today. I need to call my friend. This builds thinking speed. Write one page in English every morning. Don't worry about grammar. Just write. Even simple sentences are enough. Today I want to speak better English. I feel nervous sometimes, but I'm improving. Writing helps you think clearly. Clear thoughts create clear speaking. Start your day with English input. For the first few minutes after waking up, avoid social media and your native language. Listen to one English video, podcast, or voice note. Let English be the first thing your brain hears each day. Put English words and sentences on your mirror or wall. I speak clearly. I am improving every day. English is easy. I just need to speak it. Repeat these sentences aloud every time you see them. Your environment will remind your brain that English matters. The brain learns from repetition and exposure. The more you hear English, see English, and feel English, the more your brain accepts it as normal. Right now, English feels like a second language. Your goal is to make it feel like your first language in your environment. Even if no one around you speaks English, you can build a world where English lives. Wake up and play a short English audio. While brushing your teeth, speak a few sentences about your day. At breakfast, watch a short English story or interview. Write one page in your journal about what you want to improve. Before sleeping, record a short voice note about what you did today in English. This takes very little time, but your mind will feel like you're living in an English-speaking country. You don't have to move to another country. You have to bring English into your home, your habits, and your thoughts. Fluency is not about how smart you are. It's about how consistent your environment is. Before grammar, before vocabulary, fix this first. Ask yourself, where is English in my daily life? If the answer is nowhere, start today. You can't grow fluent English in dry land. Change your environment and everything changes. Step 2. Don't just learn words. Train your mouth to speak. You can know thousands of English words in your brain and still not be able to speak one full sentence fluently. Why? Because your mouth is not trained. Your brain might understand English, but your mouth is still trained for your native language. This is the biggest difference between learners who understand English but can't speak and learners who speak fluently with simple vocabulary. Most people spend their time watching videos, reading books, listening to podcasts, memorizing words, and learning grammar rules. All of this helps your brain understand English, but it does not train your mouth to produce English. Speaking is a physical skill, just like dancing, swimming, or playing the guitar. You don't become a good dancer by reading dance books. You don't become a swimmer by watching swimming videos. You improve by moving your body. English works the same way. You don't speak fluently by knowing English. You speak fluently by moving your mouth again and again. Your lips, tongue, throat, and breathing patterns are trained for your native language. For years, your mouth has practiced it so it feels fast and natural. English feels slow and uncomfortable because your mouth has no muscle memory yet. That's not your fault. It just means your mouth hasn't trained enough. The solution is simple: daily mouth workouts. One of the most powerful exercises is the shadowing method. Choose a video with a native English speaker. Start with easy content like stories, interviews, or talks. Play one sentence, pause, and say it out loud. Then play it again and speak together with the speaker. Match their speed, pronunciation, emotion, and rhythm. Start with short clips and slowly increase. At first, your mouth will struggle. You'll mispronounce words and feel tired. That's a good sign. It means your mouth is learning. Repeat sentences several times if needed. This is not a race. This is transformation. Another powerful exercise is the speaking compression drill. Pick a simple topic like your morning routine, your favorite movie, or why you want to learn English. Speak about it freely for a few minutes without stopping. Then speak about the same topic again in less time. Then once more in even less time. Each round forces faster thinking, clearer structure, and stronger fluency. At first, you may repeat yourself or run out of words. That's normal. With daily practice, your pauses will disappear and your confidence will grow. Finally, practice mirror talk. Every night, stand in front of a mirror and speak to yourself in English. Talk about your day, your feelings, your plans, or your thoughts. It doesn't matter if your English is broken. What matters is that you speak. Look into your own eyes. Speak slowly, honestly, and confidently. This is where fluency truly begins. This also builds your emotional confidence. When you can speak to yourself, you are no longer afraid of speaking to others. Record yourself once a week. Most learners are afraid to hear their own voice, but this fear is blocking your growth. Choose a simple topic. Speak in English for a few minutes and record it. Then listen to it the next day. Ask yourself, where did I pause? Where did I make grammar mistakes? Did I sound confident? Did I speak clearly? This is how you become your own coach. No one else needs to correct you. You will hear your mistakes and you will fix them. Week by week, your voice will become stronger and your speaking will feel more natural. Fluent speaking is not about knowing more. It's about saying more out loud every day. You can know everything about English, but if your mouth is silent, you will never feel fluent. But if you train your mouth like this, even with basic vocabulary, you will feel confidence, clarity, and control. That is fluency. A short daily routine is enough. Practice shadowing with a short video. Speak to yourself in the mirror about your day. Do a speaking compression drill on a simple topic. Record yourself once a week. You don't need long hours. You just need daily movement of your mouth in English. This gives you the fluency that grammar books can't. This gives you the voice you're dreaming of. Step 3. Build brain fluency. Train your mind to think in English. If your brain is still thinking in your native language, speaking English will always feel slow, broken, and unnatural. You will translate in your head, forget words, pause often, and feel nervous when speaking. This is why many learners say, I understand English, but I can't speak. I freeze when I have to talk. I know the sentence, but it doesn't come out. These are not speaking problems. These are thinking problems. The real battle is not in your tongue. It's in your thoughts. Brain fluency means your thoughts flow in English automatically, clearly, and emotionally. You are not stopping to translate. You are not switching between languages. English becomes the default voice inside your mind. That is what true fluency feels like. Most people never build brain fluency because they were never taught how. Schools and videos teach vocabulary, grammar, listening, reading, and phrases, but no one teaches you how to think in English. So learners do everything except the one thing that matters most: practicing thoughts in English. That's why English always feels foreign. That's why they feel stuck. But we're going to change that. Your goal is simple. Build an English operating system inside your brain, just like a phone runs on its own system. Right now, your mind runs on your native language. We will install a parallel system where English works naturally and without effort. This is possible. Millions have done it, and you can too. Now let's go into the tools that will rewire your brain to think in English clearly and naturally. Tool 1, the English thought loop. Train the flow of your thoughts. Many learners speak in short, broken parts. They don't speak in a flow because they never train their brain to complete thoughts in English. We fix this with thought loops. Start with a simple sentence and extend it naturally using your thoughts. For example, I'm feeling tired because I didn't sleep well, and I was watching videos late, and now I still have work to finish. This is how you speak in your native language. Full thoughts, not isolated words. Now build the same habit in English. For example, I like coffee, especially in the morning with milk, and I usually drink it before I start working. Or, I don't know what to wear today, maybe jeans or something more formal. I think it might rain. Practice these flowing thoughts for a few minutes every day. Don't stop. Don't edit. Don't translate. Just think and speak. This builds the natural rhythm of English inside your brain. Tool 2, no translation zones. Force your brain to think in English. If you want to think in English, you must create moments where translation is not allowed. Choose simple daily activities and promise yourself that during these moments, you will think only in English, even if it's slow, even if it's broken. Start small. Brushing your teeth, taking a shower, making tea, getting dressed. I'm brushing this side. Now the front. I look sleepy. This shirt is blue. Should I wear this or something else? Grammar doesn't matter. What matters is building the habit of English thoughts. After some time, add more zones. Grocery shopping, cooking, walking, waiting. Slowly, your brain stops using translation as a crutch. Tool 3, the emotion connection method. Attach English to your feelings. Your brain remembers language faster when it's connected to emotion. Think about your native language. You didn't learn it through grammar rules. You learned it through real feelings: hunger, pain, joy, anger. You must do the same with English. Start giving your emotions a voice in English. When you feel excited, say, "This is amazing." When you feel frustrated, say, "I'm really tired of this." When you feel nervous, say, "Why do I feel so scared?" When you feel proud, say, "I did it. I'm proud of myself." Even if you say it alone, even if you whisper, even if you say it only in your mind, this trains your brain to use English in real emotional moments. And that's when fluency becomes natural. Fluency is not just grammar. It's the connection between your thoughts, emotions, and English in real time. Practice like this. Pick a simple topic and think about it only in English. Speak your thoughts out loud in full ideas, not perfect sentences. Write about your feelings and explain why you felt them in English. Create daily no translation zones. Before bed, say positive affirmations in English. I'm becoming fluent. English is part of me. My brain is learning fast. This is mental training for fluency. Do this daily, and your mind will slowly stop thinking in your native language and start living in English. You don't need perfect English to be fluent. You need clear thoughts and confidence. When your brain thinks in English, speaking becomes automatic. Words come faster. Sentences flow smoother. Confidence becomes real. So don't just train your mouth. Don't just read books. Train your thoughts. Train your inner voice. Make English the language of your mind, and fluency will follow you everywhere. Step 4. Master the power of repetition. Speak less new. Speak more deep. Most learners are addicted to new content. New videos, new words, new apps, new tricks. But fluency doesn't come from new information. It comes from repeating the same things until they become part of you. Your brain is not hungry for more English. It is hungry for deeper English. Repetition is powerful because it tells your brain, this is important. When you hear something once, your brain says, interesting. When you hear it again, your brain says, I've heard this before. But when you hear it many times and say it out loud, your brain finally says, this matters. I will remember this. That's how memory works. That's how fluency works. You didn't learn your native language by learning hundreds of new words every day. You learned it by hearing the same words and phrases thousands of times. You learned by repeating what others said. You learned by living inside repetition. Here is the golden rule of repetition. Repeat one lesson many times, not many lessons one time. This single rule can change everything. Most people touch everything but master nothing. They watch a video once, write a word once, practice a sentence once, shadow once, and then move on. Later they ask, why can't I speak clearly? Because the sentence never became part of you. You touched it, but you didn't own it. Repeat sentences, not just words. Vocabulary is important, but words alone do not create fluency. You can know a word, but if you don't know how to use it naturally in a sentence, it is useless. So instead of memorizing single words, focus on full sentences. Repeat them, say them, use them. Take one useful sentence and repeat it again and again until it becomes automatic. Use it in speaking, writing, mirror practice, and voice recordings. When your brain remembers full sentences, you don't have to think while speaking. You simply speak. Build a personal sentence bank. Create your own collection of sentences, not just a vocabulary list. Every time you hear a powerful sentence or phrase, write it down. Review it daily. Choose a small number of sentences and repeat them out loud many times. Use them in your journal. Use them in mirror talk. Use them in voice recordings. This is how sentences enter your memory, your mouth, and your fluency system. Over time, you won't just have more sentences. You will have confidence patterns that feel natural and automatic. Use deep repetition methods. Take one sentence and repeat it out loud in your normal voice. Then repeat it slowly and emotionally. Feel the tone. Say it like you're talking to a real person. Repeat it again using different emotions. Say it calmly. Say it excitedly. Say it professionally. Say it casually. Then imagine real conversations and use the sentence naturally. Write a short paragraph using it. This kind of repetition transforms your English. This is when your brain says, I know this. I can use it anytime. Use deep learning with videos. Choose one English learning video and stay with it. Listen carefully. Read the subtitles. Repeat the phrases. Shadow the speaker. Pause and explain ideas in your own words. Write a short summary. Teach the idea to a mirror. Copy the speaking style. Share your opinion. Finally, use the sentences in your real life. Most people rush to the next video. Fluent speakers don't rush. They repeat deeply. Return to the basics again and again. Simple expressions are powerful. Everyday responses, natural reactions, and common phrases are used far more often than complex words. Don't feel ashamed of repeating basic English. Repetition of basics is how great speakers are created. If you follow this process consistently, you'll notice something powerful. Your sentences will come faster. Your confidence will grow. You will hesitate less. You will sound more natural. You will stop translating in your head. English will stop feeling foreign. It will start feeling like part of who you are. That is the magic of deep repetition. Fluency is not about doing more. It's about going deeper. Repetition is the deepest learning you will ever do. Fluency is not about speed or memorizing endless information. It is about repeating a few powerful things until they become part of you. Stop chasing. Start mastering. Repeat with intensity. Repeat with patience. Repeat with belief. One day you will look back and realize, I didn't become fluent because I learned more. I became fluent because I repeated better. Step 5. Practice speaking even if you are completely alone. You don't need a speaking partner. You don't need to move to another country. You don't need a classroom or a tutor to become fluent in English. What you need is a system that makes you speak every day, a mindset that doesn't wait for permission, and a strategy that turns silence into progress. This step is for those who feel alone, for those who feel forgotten, for those who believe the world is not giving them a chance. You don't need the world. You need yourself. Most learners never become fluent because they wait. They wait for a partner, a native speaker, a perfect teacher, a class, or the right moment. While they wait, their confidence slowly disappears. Their voice gets weaker. Their dreams move farther away. They tell themselves, I'm alone, so I can't practice. That belief is a lie. Many fluent English speakers you admire today spent hundreds of hours practicing alone, talking to mirrors, whispering in bed, speaking out loud on walks, repeating sentences in empty rooms. They weren't lucky. They were determined. They didn't wait for a partner. They became their own partner. This is solo speaking mastery, and it is one of the most powerful secrets of fluency. Your goal is simple. Speak English out loud every single day with no partner, no fear, and no excuses. Create your own private English-speaking world. A world where you think in English, speak in English, express your emotions, practice real conversations, and build deep fluency on your own. One of the most powerful habits is mirror talk. Your mirror is the most honest speaking partner you will ever have. It doesn't judge you. It doesn't interrupt. It doesn't criticize. It simply reflects your voice, your confidence, your fear, and your growth. Stand in front of the mirror. Look yourself in the eyes. Choose a topic, your day, your goals, your feelings. Speak out loud without stopping. Don't worry about grammar. Don't search for perfect words. Just express yourself. This works because you face your fear of speaking. You build confidence through visual feedback. You stop being afraid of your own voice. You begin to own the language with your full body. This is not silly. This is how real speakers are made. Speakers and leaders train their confidence this way. And when you do it daily, you begin to believe, I have a voice in English, and I trust it. Pillar 2, imaginary conversations. The power of role play. If you don't have someone to talk to, create them. Your brain does not need another human to practice speaking. It only needs intention and imagination. Imagine real-life situations, a job interview, ordering food, meeting a friend, checking in at an airport. Create both sides of the conversation and speak it out loud. React, pause, smile, ask questions, answer naturally. For example, Hi, I'd like to order a large coffee, please. Sure. Would you like milk or sugar? Milk, no sugar. And one blueberry muffin, please. You are practicing flow, rhythm, sentence structure, pronunciation, listening, and confidence. All by yourself. This works because you are preparing for real situations. You train your reflexes and emotional tone. You become comfortable with common dialogues. Practice one new situation every day, and soon real conversations will feel familiar instead of frightening. Pillar 3, topic talks. Master your voice on real subjects. Choose one topic and speak. This is called topic talk practice. You don't need questions. You don't need an audience. You are speaking to improve your clarity, structure, and fluency. Pick a topic like your dream job, your biggest fear, the best day of your life, why you want to learn English, or what you would change about the world. Speak without stopping. If you get stuck, say things like, let me think, or what I'm trying to say is, that is still English. That is still fluency. That is how real people speak. Over time, your pauses decrease. Your ideas flow. You begin speaking like a storyteller instead of a student. Pillar 4, voice journaling. Your daily speaking diary. Writing journals are helpful, but speaking journals go deeper. Every night before bed, Open a voice recorder and speak about your day. Talk about what you did, how you felt, what you learned, and what you want to improve. Save the recording. Once in a while, listen to older recordings. You may feel emotional when you realize, I sound better than before. I sound like someone who speaks English. This is not just fluency training. This is emotional healing. You are recording the voice of someone who refused to give up. Pillar 5. Shadow conversations. Copy, speak, own. Use videos, movies, interviews, or audiobooks. Listen to one sentence. Pause. Repeat it exactly. Same tone, rhythm, speed, and emotion. Repeat it again until your mouth owns it. Practice with short segments daily. Over time, your voice will sound more natural, confident, and expressive. This is how you train intonation, rhythm, and emotional delivery, even when you are alone. The emotional truth about speaking alone. You might think, I feel silly talking to a mirror, or this feels fake, or what if someone hears me? Talking alone is not crazy. It's courageous. Singers rehearse alone. Actors practice scenes alone. Speakers train in empty rooms. You just don't see them when they do it. You are not strange. You are brave. You are rewiring your brain, your voice, and your identity with no audience, no applause, and no support. That is not weakness. That is strength. Your private practice is real preparation. Every time you speak alone, you build muscle memory. You build courage. You train your brain to respond faster in real conversations. So when the real moment comes, your voice does not shake, your mind does not freeze, and your thoughts do not disappear. If you can speak confidently to yourself, you can speak to anyone. The fluency built in silence is the strongest fluency of all. Stop saying, I can't practice because I'm alone. Start saying, I speak fluently because I practice alone. Step 6. Speak like a human, not a textbook. Some learners speak perfect English but sound robotic, cold, and distant. Their grammar is correct, but their voice feels empty. Others make mistakes, use simple words, and yet people listen. People connect. People feel something. That is real fluency. You were taught grammar and vocabulary, but no one taught you how to sound human in English, how to express emotion, how to sound like yourself. That's why many learners feel fake or uncomfortable when they speak. On paper, everything looks fine, but inside they don't feel fluent. Let's fix that. When you speak your native language, you pause. You change tone. You express emotion. You don't always speak in perfect sentences. English needs the same freedom. Your goal is not perfection. Your goal is connection. Here are the techniques that change everything. Speak in chunks, not single words. Humans don't speak word by word. We speak in natural groups of words. Instead of building sentences piece by piece, learn phrases that flow together naturally. These are the real muscles of spoken English. Watch native speakers and notice the phrases they repeat. Write them down. Say them out loud. Use them daily. Chunks create flow. Flow creates confidence. Speak with emotion, not just logic. Words without emotion sound flat. Say the same sentence with different feelings. Notice how tone changes meaning. This is how humans communicate. Choose sentences and practice saying them with different emotions. Record yourself. Listen. Adjust. When your English has emotion, people feel you, not just understand you. Stop chasing perfection. Chase connection. Perfect English does not make people listen. Honest English does. Native speakers hesitate, restart sentences, forget words, and keep speaking. Their focus is connection, not perfection. Speak clearly. Speak honestly. Use pauses. Explain when you don't know a word and keep going. That is real confidence. Use everyday language, not academic English. Don't speak like a textbook. Speak like a person. Use simple, real expressions. Use the kind of language people use every day. That's what makes English sound alive. Match your body with your voice. Speaking is not only your mouth. It's your breath, posture, eyes, and hands. When your body opens, your voice flows. Stand tall. Breathe deeply. Move naturally. Let your body support your words. People remember how you made them feel, not the grammar you used. So stop hiding behind rules. Stop waiting to be perfect. Speak with real emotion, real rhythm, and real soul. Because when you speak like a human, people listen like humans. Fluency is not just a skill. It is a person you become. A person who is patient with themselves. Brave enough to speak imperfectly. Consistent even without motivation. Emotionally connected to the language. No longer waiting for permission. Make this promise to yourself. I will not quit because of fear. I will not quit because of mistakes. I will not quit because of slow days. I will stay, and I will become fluent. And one day, without forcing it, English will simply come out of you, because it has become part of who you are.